with your cake, yeah. Where you learn how to bake and decorate yummy cakes for all occasions. Make different unique braids, hairstyles for all ages. Prepare delicious meals and natural, healthy drinks. Yeah, it's like plain and dough, shop below, sound of love, babe. Without a mic, got a top 10 hits, all our falls. Plain and dough, shop below, sound of love, babe. Without a mic, got a top 10 hits, with your cake, yeah. Where you learn how to bake and
Hi
decorate
guys!
yummy cakes
Would
for
you
all
like me to show you
occasions.
how I
Prepare
made
unique
this
braids,
Nigerian
hairstyles
party
for all
jollof with
ages.
your
Prepare
regular
delicious meals and
day-to-day
natural healthy
ingredients? I mean,
drinks.
these are ingredients that
Whatever
are
lady's cold and
easily
they got me in a
accessible.
stone. I'm thick as with the
Welcome
news and
to
you
Touch of Faith
tired to
Kitchen,
grind it
where
on
I
your
show
toe.
you how to make different types of Nigerian delicacy, and also where I show you how to bake and decorate your cakes from scratch to finish. Do not forget to like, do not forget to share and to comment as well. And most importantly, do not forget to subscribe. If you subscribe already, thank you. But if you're yet to do so, please, please, and please subscribe. Okay, that will encourage me to do more videos. And also, it will be interesting if you drop in the comment section what you would like me to do next. Maybe any food you would like me to do next, and that might be our next video. All right, let's dive into it. So for our Nigerian party jollof, we're going to be needing these ingredients. So here I have my rice. I'm going to be using a basmati rice, so you can use any good rice of your choice. This is 1.5 kg. The measurement does not really count. Okay, you can use your discretion to use the quantity of rice you want to use. Okay, and also here I have my chopped onion. So this one is going to be for the jollof rice itself, and I'm also going to be having more big chunks of onions. Okay, that's when my jollof is almost set. Okay, and here as well I have my washed chicken. I have my washed chicken. I'm just going to marinate it with my curry, my seasoning cube, my salt to taste, my bay leaf, and some thyme as well. And you can see I have another one here. This will be for our jollof rice itself. So here we have some grated nutmeg. I put nutmeg in my Nigerian party jollof. It always comes out so nice. Okay, if you have not tried it, please try it. You'll see what I'm saying. And here we have a curry as well. We have our seasoning cube as well. We have our bay leaf. We have our thyme, as well as our salt to taste. I also have here my tin tomato, my tomato paste here. So this is my tin tomato. I just put it inside the bowl. I have here as well this spice city, you see, for stew and jollof. It's always very nice. I may be using one of it or two of it depending on the quantity of food I'm doing or the quantity of rice I'm cooking. You can use more as well. I think they have bigger sachets, yeah, so these are just smaller sachets. I'm using maybe one or two of it. Okay, also I have my vegetable oil. Of course you need the vegetable oil when you're doing your Nigerian party jollof, and you need like a good quantity. It really, helps to give it that party jollof vibe, as well as our tomato, our bell pepper. So when I'm doing Nigerian party jollof, I love using lots of pepper. In fact, I think I love using bell pepper to cook almost everything except for soup. I use on my vegetable soup, of course, yes. My vegetable soup as well. Some of my okra, we have different kinds of okra soup. I also use it as well. Okay, so I have lots of bell pepper here, my chopped onions. I have tomato. So my bell pepper is always, so it's your sweet pepper, right? The regular sweet pepper. It's always more than my tomato. So if this like maybe 100 or 80, let's say 100%, I'm going to do 50 of sweet bell pepper, then maybe 30 of tomato, then the rest will be the onion. I have my garlic and my ginger here as well. Okay, so I'm just going to marinate this, which is me just putting this all ingredient inside my chicken. Like I told you, it's washed already, so I'm just going to marinate this and leave it for like 20 or 30 minutes. You can also marinate your meat overnight and leave it. So I'm just going to marinate, leave for like 30 minutes. After that, I'll take it to my gas. Okay, so while I leave this to marinate for like 30 minutes, I'm just going to turn to my blender and blend my tomato. I'm not going to blend it so smooth. I always like to see little chunks, like little piece of tomato, a sweet pepper. And for the regular pepper, the one that is so spicy, I am not a fan of it. Like, we are not a fan of spicy food. So I'm going to use just two of it. Yeah. So like, oh, I'm always using two. Yes, I'm going to use two of it. At times I use one. But this looks kind of like much. I'm going to be doing the rest kind of like more the quantity. So I'm going to be using two of this. And to me, it's still going to be spicy, but not as spicy as you might want it. So if you want it to be more spicy, you can add more of this. Okay. So I'm just going to use this because this is how I want. I don't really want it so spicy. Like I said, I'm just going to blend this. And for the tomato, I take off the seeds. I don't blend my tomatoes with its seeds. I'm going to take off all the seeds before I blend them. Okay. So after blending, I'm going to put it in a pot to just, so we call it to steam the tomato. So it's more like drying the water off, like cooking it a little bit. Just the tomato, the sweet pepper, like everything here, except for the seed. I'm going to take the seed out, like I said. So I'm just going to put it in a pot and cook it for like maybe 30 minutes, 35 minutes, depending on the quantity. Just want to make sure that the water is kind of like out, like and dried out, before. I'm not doing the smoky one. There are some that they will have to smoke the tomato, the bell pepper and all that. Yes, that's also nice, right? But I really don't want to go through that that time or that process of doing that. So I'm just going to blend this and I'm going to steam it in the fire. So when it's dried, it's just going to come out like a paste, but not smooth, not as the regular tin tomato paste that we know. Okay, I'm done blending my tomato, and of course this has stayed for 30 minutes. I didn't use the whole 30 minutes to blend my tomatoes. I had to do something else, before blending the tomato, so that I can show both of them at the same time before taking them to the cooker. So this is my meat. It has stayed for 30 minutes. And also this is my blended tomato, sweet pepper, which is the bell pepper, garlic, ginger, just a little bit of both, onions as well. Okay, so I'll just be taking both of them to my cooker. So it's gonna cook for, of course, it can cook for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. It depends on how high your cooker is. It depends on how well it's cooked and how fast it can cook. Okay, so when my meat is done, yes. And for my meat, what I'm doing is I'll take this. What I'm going to do is I'll just take this to the fire. Now, I've not added any extra water. I'm going to take it to the fire. I'm going to leave it for like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, but I'm going to cook it on a low heat first. So when I am done with that, I'm not going to add more water. The reason is because I want the spice to actually go into the chicken, so I also need stock, right? So if I don't add more water, I might not really get the enough stock I need for my jollof rice. So that's how I do anytime I'm steaming, or I'm steaming my meat, or I'm trying to get stock from my meat. Trying to get my meat stock. I first of all put the meat in the fire for like I put meat on the fire for like 10-15 minutes, without any extra water, but on a low heat. Then later I add more water to so I can get enough meat stock. Okay, so that's just what I'm going to do now. All right, I'm done with my tomato mix. So this is a parboiled tomato mix. Like I told you, I blended tomato, sweet pepper, onion, and garlic. That's how I was going to boil it for some minutes, just to reduce the water in it, and also to help reduce the the sour nature of tomato. But the truth is, one of the reasons why I like using sweet pepper to cook when I'm doing jollof, even my stew, pepper soup, anything that has to do with tomato, right, is because sweet pepper already naturally helps to reduce that sour nature, like that sour taste. You understand that you get that sour vibe you get from tomato. So that's I always love using that. But also parboiling it will also help as well. Like I told you, guys, I'm not doing the smoky method that you have to smoke your tomato meat, inside your oven before using it. So I'm just going to use it like this, but this is already blended and parboiled, okay, for like 30 minutes. I parboiled it just to reduce the water, like I said as well. And here we have our tin tomato, of course, the regular tomato paste, and this is our meat stock. So I'm also done with my meat. I actually cooked it, and this is the stock from the meat, and I also grilled the meat. So right now it's completely ready to eat. I really do not like eating my chicken, goat meat, any meat that I grill like that. I love putting it in like a pepper spice. See, when I say pepper spice, oh sorry, pepper mix. When I say pepper mix sauce, it's not really like spicy, right? Okay, so I use the sweet pepper. I initially said it in my other videos that I am not a fan, or like we're not fans of spicy food, okay? And I always use sweet pepper. So I'm gonna be putting the meat in that um will I say pepper sauce, right? But more of sweet pepper, just to have that will I say softness, because when it comes out from the oven, of course, it's so hard. You can't be eating it as if you're fighting. You get. I know some people that like it like that, but I always want my own to be a little bit soaked in that sweet pepper spice, sweet pepper sauce. You understand? So I'm going to be doing that as well. Okay. So now I'm just going to start with our jollof mix, which is my pot. I'm just going to heat this up for like maybe 10-15 seconds, and I'm going to put my vegetable oil, of course, and put everything. So we'll see how we do that together. So my pot is hot already. I'm just going to add my vegetable oil. Like I told you, when you're doing the jollof, you need lots of vegetable oil. I'm not saying you should put the whole oil, right? But you need lots of it. So I think this will do for now. I can add later if I want, if I feel it's not enough, right? And I also said it depends on the quantity of rice you're making as well. Okay. It will just heat up for maybe another 30 seconds. Then I'll put my onions. You see, I have lots of onions here because I love eating onions, and I also love seeing my onions. In fact, at the end of this food, I'm going to put big chunks of onions. You know the ring, pattern, the ring style or something. I don't know the ring style. Yeah, I love seeing onions in my food. So if you are not a fan of onions, there's some people that are like, oh, I eat onions, but I don't really like seeing it in my food. It's okay, just blend it, or you can chop it into smaller sizes so that by the time everything is cooked, it will totally just melt out or disappear. You won't even realize that there's actually onion in the food. Okay, but if you're like me, use lots of onions. Okay, so that's why I have lots of onions here, and not like chopped into small or into the smallest size. Okay, so just like to me like a fair size. So I'm gonna put this now. My oil is hot. So some people would put their tin tomato first, you know, and leave it. That's after your onion, and leave it to fry for a while before you put your tomato mix. For me, I put all together, put my spice, except for my meat stock, of course, and I leave that to fry as much as I want. You understand? So now I'm just gonna stir this. Just give it like 10 seconds. And I'm going to add this one. I have to be careful. I love using wood spatula when I'm making jollof. Just gonna stir. I'm gonna add my tin tomato as well. I'm just gonna stir as well. Where you learn how to bake and decorate yummy cakes for all occasions. Make different unique braids, hairstyles for all ages. I just want to mix the tin tomato with my tomato mix. Next, I'll put my spice, like my seasoning cube, my nutmeg, bay leaf, curry, and thyme, and also salt as well. Remember, I told you the salt I have here is not much, okay? It's just little. I just always like to play safe. I'll definitely add more to it later. I'll stir again. And I'm going to add my jollof spice. I've already opened it, so I don't want to turn it. I already showed it in the beginning of this video. I'm using 2. Prepare delicious meals and natural healthy drinks. Oh, I think I opened it wide. And I'm still going to stir. And I'm going to add a little oil to this. I feel that it's not adding enough, you know. So I'm just going to add a little oil to this.
Well, every mate's gone and they got me in a skull. Now I'm thickest with the news and I'm tired to grind it when the two in. Time.
Okay. I'm going to reduce the heat, like reduce it, and leave this on the heat. I'll be checking it like every 2 minutes. In fact, just as the spirit leads. Okay, so I'm going to cover this. I want this to cook very well. Like some people say, I want to fry this very well. Okay, so I'm just going to cover this. Remember, I've reduced the heat. Else, you're going to have a lot of burnt parts. You understand of this mix? Okay, this jollof mix. So I'm just going to reduce this. And I'll keep coming, keep stirring. I'll just come maybe after 2 minutes and I'll stir, I'll cover again. So I'm just going to cover this now.
Hairstyles for all ages, preparing delicious meals and natural, healthy drinks.
And in 2 minutes time, I'll come and say, please do not forget to reduce the heat, okay? This has been here for like 10 minutes, but I've been coming to check it like every 1 minute. I just come stir times 2 minutes. I didn't really keep record of the exact minute it took me to come stir each time, you know, but remember it's on a low heat, so I've been coming to stir. So always stir, don't just leave it like the 10 minutes at a go. No, you keep stirring in between, okay? So this is what we have. I'm just gonna take this closer so you see what it looks like. And I've tasted it as well, so it tastes so nice. Remember, here we have both our tin tomato. We also have our tin tomato. We also have our tomato paste, right? Sorry, we also have our tomato mix, the one that was parboiled. Okay. So next, I'm just going to put my rice. I have my parboiled rice here already. You'll be wondering why am I putting my rice before my meat stock. So I love putting my rice before my meat stock. So I'm going to reduce the heat again, like to the lowest if possible, right? And now I'm going to put my rice. I'm going to be careful. Okay, all right, just a minute. Let me cut this first. Let me carefully put this. Okay, so my porridge. Right.
Hairstyles for all ages, prepare delicious meals and natural, healthy drinks.
Just trying to create space for more. I parboil my rice to like let's say 60% cooked. So this rice is 16% cooked. I don't need much water for it. So only the meat stock will be enough to complete this food. So before putting my meat stock, I'm going to turn it very well to make sure my rice mixes with the sauce that we already have. That's the jollof mix that we already have. So that's why I have to reduce my heat here. Remember, there are different ways to make your food to cook. The goal is to make sure it's delicious and it's worth the stress. Okay, so I know you might have other patterns, other ways you do it. This is one of my best methods, and it has never failed me. Like if you eat this food, oh my goodness, you'll know what I'm saying.
Prepare delicious meals and natural, healthy drinks.
You see, I'll make sure it's thoroughly mixed.
Yeah. Where you learn how to bake and decorate yummy cakes for all occasions. Make different unique braids, hairstyles for all ages. Prepare delicious meals
So
and
now
never
it's
go wrong
thoroughly
with drinks.
mixed.
Well, every lady's gone and they got me in a stone. Now I'm figures with the news and I'm tired to grind it when the two in.
Now I'll add my mixed stuff to it. I just mix it a little. So this is the only liquid I'm using for this jollof. Sorry, that's my daughter. Shara, I'm making a video, okay? So I'm just gonna keep mixing this till I'm sure it's well mixed, okay? So here we go. So I'm gonna take the heat back to the same level I kept it when I was, just cooking or frying only my tomato mix and my tin tomato, which was this. So in all, I'm just saying that you still have to reduce it, but not as it was when putting this rice. Okay, so you think it's the first one you use, the first heat you use. So I'm just gonna put it here, and I'll get a parchment paper to put on top. If you don't have a parchment paper, you can use a foil paper. Okay, you put on top, then you cover it. Okay, I'll just go get my parchment paper now while I do that. Okay, so now I have my parchment paper, and you also, if you're wondering, oh, did I add more salt to it, or I just keep it like that without extra salt? So I didn't add extra salt. I was very okay with the taste. Okay, so I tasted it before putting my rice, and I was okay with the taste. And because I didn't really need to add more water, and remember, the stock is also tasty as well. Like, it's your meat stock, your seasoned meat stock. So taste is perfect. Okay, so if you feel that, or if you taste it and you're not okay, if you're type that likes maybe when it's more salty, it's a choice you just add. Okay, just use your discretion to add. But I didn't add any extra salt. You see, I actually bought the salt here, but I didn't add any extra salt because I was okay with the outcome. Okay, so that's why I didn't add any extra salt. So I'm just gonna put this now on top, like this, and like this. I'll be coming every 2 minutes. It could be 1 minute. So when you're cooking, right, you start perceiving, oh, is this about getting burnt, or is it, so you come and check. So I'm saying 2 minutes. I'm saying it could be 1 minute. Don't really say, oh, she said it must, Coach of Kate's Kitchen said it must be 2 minutes. No, it can even be 3 minutes. It depends on how you also reduce the heat as well, right? But I don't want it extremely reduced so that your rice doesn't start getting soggy. And also, when you parboil your rice, please remember to wash it immediately and drain the water off. Don't leave it inside the water. It's going to get soggy. You're not going to like the outcome of it, right? You're not going to have, that solid texture, solid but cooked patty jollof texture. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to leave this, and I'll be coming back to turn it. Remember, it's a Nigerian patty jollof. It's supposed to have little bones underneath. If you're not born for one, I don't want to see a Nigerian patty jollof. Okay. So I'm just going to be coming to check it. Maybe every 2 minutes. I want to do my first check. Okay. So this is the first time I'm opening this rice, this jollof. I start putting my finger and covering it. So I'm just going to flip like this. Remember to flip over carefully. Flip over, and we're just going to turn. You see? I'm just going to take it close so you see what it looks like. Okay. Here we go. You see? Can you hear the sound? And when I'm making Nigerian patty jollof, I love using this pot. I don't like using the non-stick bowl, because you would have been seeing the burnt part underneath, like the little burnt part coming up to the top of my jollof, like mixing with it. So I love using this particular kind of pot. Okay, so when it has some that are burnt underneath, right, it will just stay there. I'm just gonna turn. You see, turn like this, and of course, so I'm literally bringing the ones underneath, taking it up, and taking the one up, taking them down. Then I'll cover it again. Yeah. So I'm going to leave it again. So also, while was cooking our jollof rice, I had jollof rice, I'm like, why don't we just make our pepper mix for our already grilled chicken? Okay, so I'm going to start that now. So my pot is hot. I'm just going to add oil. We're going to be doing the chicken now, just little. And here I have my chicken mix. I don't like it smooth. I always like it rough. Gonna add this. I can still leave this one and use this. So most times when I'm cooking, I just try to have lots of this, like having more and keeping it for another use than not having enough, to actually give me what I want, right? So I might just stir this, or I can do everything, take some off, okay, and keep it as well. So it all depends on how I want to do it, and also depends on how you want to do it, okay? So I'm just gonna stir this a little. I'll add a little more to it. I think this should do. Oh, yeah. And I'm gonna add salt. Remember, my meat is already tasty. I just want, you know, just a little salt in the stew. So I'm gonna put this. Just a little salt to taste. I'm using the smaller side, so that's why I'm putting it with confidence. Can it just coming out little by little? Then I'll stir. And just taste. I little more. It's actually not coming out well from here, so don't think I'm putting a lot. So you don't go and put lots of salt. Better. I'm just gonna cover this, right, and leave it to cook for a while. I'm gonna be doing my second check, so I think this has stayed for like almost 3 minutes. Yes. Put this here again. Remember, on the low heat. This aroma is something else. Please try this particular pattern of cooking jollof. You will love it. I'm gonna leave this. This is gonna stay here for a while. Like, it's gonna stay here for a while. It's gonna dry out every single liquid from this food. And if I decide to check the rice, it's like 90%. So you just need the heat or steam from here to complete this job. And also we have this as well. So we're gonna be checking this. I've been coming to check this, okay, just come to stare, make sure it doesn't get burnt. So this is what it looks like. See? Well fried. So I'm just going to add my already grilled chicken to it. My hands are clean, always clean, okay? I always wash before coming, so I'm just going to stir it a little bit. Where you learn how to bake and decorate yummy cakes for all occasions. Make different unique braids, hairstyles for all ages. Prepare to gonna cover it again. Then I'll reduce the heat, like very low this time around. Now let's check our rice. This is the 5th time I'm coming. So I've checked it like twice again, right? So this is the 5th time I'm coming to check. Yay! Our jollof rice is ready. Our party jollof is ready. Yes, baby, it's ready. But I'm doing a video, okay?
Well, every lady's gone and they got me in a stone. Now I'm thinking with the news.
This is what we
And I'm
have.
tired, think riding when the
So
truth
for
is.
those that actually do not want you know, to add onion, or they are not fans of onion, the jollof is ready. See, the fatty jollof is ready. Just bring it down or turn off your heating, and that's it. But for me that love onion, okay, I'm just gonna add my already chopped onion to it. See? I'll add this one at a time. I'll stir a little bit. I'll add the remaining one. And I'll stir as well. Just gonna leave it for like 1 more minute, okay? Just to get my onions cooked a little bit. Well, even if I turned it off, it will still get cooked because it's very hot, so it will just get cooked from the, you know, the heat from the rice. I'm gonna leave it for 1 more minute, then our fatty jollof rice is ready. And one good thing is that this thing is smelling like jollof rice you make with firewood. It's like so nice, so nice. All right, our fatty jollof is ready. Okay, so this is what we have after 1 minute. Like I told you, if you don't want onions, fine, you can skip that onion part and just bring it down before putting the onions, okay? Take that part off. But for me, I love onions, so that's what we have here. I'm just gonna dish some. This is nice. Like, this is nice. I know I made it, oh, of course, blow my trumpet. No, this is not just me blowing my trumpet. This is actually very nice. It's something that you really want to try and see. It's so nice, and I feel the process is actually easy. You know, and then you have your fatty jollof. Okay, if you're coming for it, you won't have to cover anymore. Just try it. Okay, it's very easy, and you have ingredients that are easily accessible. I mean, bell pepper is our day-to-day go-to. Anytime you want to make something, you have your chicken and everything that you need for it. And also, this is what our meat looks like. Yeah, so I'm just gonna take this, just one. Where you learn how to bake and decorate yummy cakes for all occasions. Make different unique braids, hairstyles for all ages. Prepare delicious meals and natural healthy drinks. This is what we have. Lady's gone and they got me in a stone. Now I'm thinking with the news and I'm tired to grind it when it's Thank you so much for staying with me and watching this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Okay, and also remember to tell me what you'd like me to make next in the comment section. That might be our next video. Thank you.